since we're doing it this way, breaking this the set up into into individual live streams.
Uh-huh.
I want to have kind of a theme for each block, like
Okay.
like an intro. And since we haven't like done that yet, we have this. That was the Pete anthem. I thought Erica thinks I played it too long.
Yeah.
Anyway,
well, let's try a piece of this.
All we're getting is static.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I have to do something special here because.
Yeah.
So we'll do this and that, and yep. Oh no, this.
Oh, not that. What about this one? All right, what's this button for? Doomsday.
It didn't give me the right screen. So sorry.
This is Loud Me. A block closing credits.
Raging steel, from silly to wild, and sometimes bizarre. Nudity, raising the bar. Hey, hey, thanks for your ears. Join the chaos, drown in the tears. Laugh with us, we ain't gonna stop. The media pirates podcast, we're taking the top.
They have a speech impediment?
The
media violence.
Stories that shock and amaze. From the out to the wild, we're setting the blaze. Together we'll scream, together we'll shout. Thanks for the listens, let's turn it all out.
It probably sounds better than what we hear. I would imagine it sounds better.
It's more like an A-block.
An Irish accent that has one of those accents that talks like this.
Oi! Oi! It's an oi band.
Well,
and I've noticed that though the music generator that you use really likes to be fucking wordy. Like
yeah, they do get
verses upon like dude, nobody writes songs. This isn't the 70s, dude.
Hold on, speaking of this, I have something relatable. This morning I was listening to the radio and I don't know why the 90s is like what it plays on the radio. That's like weird.
Have you guys seen the Old Navy 1994 collection? Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I did see the 1994 collection.
You got me some
stuff.
I'm
yeah.
Kind of excited though.
Yeah, it dropped on like Friday or Saturday, and they just re-released a bunch of their clothes from 1994 for their 30th
rugby
birthday.
polos.
They only have one men's rugby polo.
Carpenter jeans.
But for kids, they had like a couple different ones.
Nice.
And then for women, they had crops that were rugby polos. They had a lot of ringer tees, Carpenter, wide leg jeans, a lot of mid-rise articles. But what I was going to say about listening to music this morning, there was a song by Casey and JoJo that played. And tell me why a minute and 12 seconds passed before the words started. 1 minute and 12 seconds.
It's the way we used to do it.
Dude, we had patience in the 90s.
I was like, oh my God. And you know what song it is, because he like does his little like ad lib in the beginning. And then it's just like an instrumental. And then, I will never find another lover.
Yeah, I mean, we used to care about what the music sounded like. You know, that used to be a thing. Like musicianship.
Yeah.
Musicianship used to be a big deal.
It made me think that like on the radio, that would have been like a good one. Like if you have like a long lead up and you have to announce a concert or
you've got
whatever,
hit the post
like
and shit. Yeah,
yeah, like you have like a full like
you can run the dailies on that motherfucker.
Yeah, like you would have had
news,
traffic and weather.
Right.
This traffic and weather on this end while we're hitting this most.
Turn on, got some truth to uncover. Four minds on fire, can't cage their spirits. Matty rock, death sharp words cut like a dagger. Professor Mike questions everything we hear. With Grease,
We have to
Funky
hear this whole
Beck
thing?
is loud. Ricky Rock, Deaf, Wild Angel, she's got the crowd. Voices like thunder rolling through the night. In every
What,
digital
go here?
corner, spreading their light.
You're in the yearbook, babe.
Oh my god.
The infection team, breaking all the molds. The
Yeah, breaking all the
virus
molds.
podcast, loud, break the mold.
When are you gonna eat this Oreo?
Rush through his
Should I do the Oreo taste test now?
Oh, you want to do an Oreo taste test?
Yeah. So let me just focus in on me. All right. Here, let me make this all about me. Thank you. So I don't know if you guys have been aware, but we discovered Oreo flavored Coca-Cola.
Well, I accidentally bought one for my wife last week.
Here's an empty
Yeah.
Oreo Coca-Cola.
I accidentally
And-
bought one of those for my wife last week because it was turned enough that it just said Coke Zero from where
Yeah.
I could see.
Yeah.
And
What was her opinion of it?
she wasn't particularly impressed, but she was
Oh.
expecting a
Coke
A
Zero.
Coke Zero.
Okay, I can get that, because let me tell you something. Purchasing these when they first came out struck up a conversation
Oh yes.
with the cashier, with everybody.
Wow.
And the first time, we tasted it, and I immediately said to myself,
We opened it in the store
to taste it, so we could tell the
because
tell
the
the
cashier was like,
Right.
right.
tripping.
Is it good? Like, you know what I mean?
So
And my first words were, "It's deliciously disgusting."
I disagree. I think it's deliciously delicious. Here's the thing. It doesn't taste like Oreo like with the cream, because everyone's like, oh, it's too sweet, whatever. It's just the Oreo cookie. So like when you get like a McFlurry and it has the little Oreo
Yep.
crumbles, like it tastes like
Well,
Coke.
So a
then the
dark chocolate cookie.
Right.
With Coke. It's like you ate Oreos and drank Coke, is what it tastes like. It's like you ate an Oreo, and then
Yeah.
drank
It's not
Coke.
overly sweet. It has that like, classic Oreo flavor.
So
It's very good.
in one of the conversations that I had with a cashier, she said, "We have Coca-Cola flavored Oreos." And I was like, fuck?
Yeah, it's their
No, I
best
did see
collection.
those.
What's that?
I did see those and realize what they were.
Right.
Nina bought a whole like pack of Oreos.
So I have a pack of Coca-Cola flavored Oreos that I am now going to, because I love the soda. Although I describe it as deliciously disgusting,
Right.
Still delicious.
it's the delicious is first.
Right.
Right.
I'm
Now that I'm
hoping-
unmuted,
it wasn't me that muted you. It was probably
Somebody.
Mike.
No, not
or
that
did I
I'm.
mute myself?
Yeah, here's what happens when your mic fails. Sometimes it'll just mute you.
That is
I'm
true.
also trying to produce a fucking video. So please, I'm going to mute you until the end.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? All right. So I'm going to try an Oreo. What? Oh, yeah.
No, it's not Kian. It's fine.
So since I think the soda is deliciously disgusting, I'm hoping the cookies aren't disgustingly delicious.
So not to like do a spoiler, Nina ate one the other day with me,
Ooh.
Yeah.
and she said that it definitely tastes like Coke in the weirdest way,
Ooh.
and that there's like Pop Rocks in it.
Oh, yeah. There are Pop Rocks in it. I did see that with popping candy.
Oh, they're red.
Yeah. So who
Now I'm
came
gonna have
first?
This
Thing,
recipe.
the first thing I notice as I open the package is the smell. The bouquet is a perfect combination of Oreo and Coca-Cola. Like
Huh.
That's so weird.
you can't smell
I
anything.
can't smell.
I feel so bad for you right
Yeah.
now because you can't really taste anything, can you?
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste it. I'm gonna wait till like tomorrow when I feel a little bit better, so I can.
So when I saw these, so she told me,
enjoy.
the girl at Wawa told me about them. They
Right.
didn't have them; they were sold out because she'd been fucking telling everybody I wasn't the only one, right?
The girls at Wawa have said like they knew that they were coming, and everybody was, like gossiping amongst the Wawa cashiers and them. Like, oh my god, we're getting this Wawa Coca-Cola thing. It's like their besties collection. Like, it's so weird. And then so when they came, everybody was curious, but they didn't want to waste their money just in case.
The scent is a pleasure of its own.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Just smelling it makes me.
You kind of enjoy it.
I enjoy the scent. I really wish.
Give me, let me see.
Like enjoy it, like maybe car air freshener. Enjoy it.
It would make a nice car air fry. It would.
Mhm.
Oreo Coke would make a fan. I would fucking huff this.
Call them.
All right.
Get them on the horn.
All right. So now we're gonna look at. The texture is a little broken. I want to get a full one. So apparently, what we have. It's not Coca-Cola flavored cream as much as it looks like it might be a Coca-Cola flavored
Cookie.
cookie.
Huh. It's interesting.
It is. All right.
Ooh, ASMR. Sorry for anyone with misophonia.
He looks very contemplative as he chews the first bite. As he considers the flavor, he looks deeply.
The Pop Rocks are fun because they don't really hit till it's fully chewed,
Right.
and you have to like once you've broken it all down and you've swallowed it, you then have the remnants
Okay.
of Pop Rocks. The flavor matches the bouquet, but I think it's more concentrated. I didn't want to open my mouth and like breathe
Right.
it all in on video. But I feel like to enjoy this, you want to enjoy it in maybe smaller bites. I'm the type of dude who will put just a cookie in his mouth, like the
Right.
whole thing.
Yep.
But I wanted to try to like really give an experience, like give a review.
So is the point of the Pop Rocks to make it feel like a soda?
Yes. Because that's very good observation.
Why, thank you.
Yeah. No, that's because that gives you that like you're drinking a soda. It's a good cookie. It's
Okay.
not. See, here's the thing. I'll keep buying Oreo Coke. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like as a go-to until until there's no more.
Right.
Until they stop making it.
Right.
More than likely, I might go. Because there's other stuff I like. I like Baja Mountain Dew, but this is if I go for a Coke, this is what I'm going for. I'm not going to be that obsessive, and I'm not. I don't eat as many cookies as I drink soda.
Right.
But I'm not going to be as obsessive about the Oreo cookie. What I now just dawning on me is I was like to experience the Oreo cookie with, or the Coke cookie with the Oreo Coke.
And I would imagine that they would
Like,
probably
complement each other really well because I think they would now that I'm.
Well, I mean, Coke has a history of doing that. I don't know if you're familiar with the fountain sodas at McDonald's.
Yeah,
And how many people feel that is the best fountain Coke that you can get.
Oh yeah, actually,
It's a different
Tara fills
recipe.
up every day.
yeah.
That's exactly right. McDonald's had their chefs work with the people at Coca-Cola to tune their fountain mix to the food.
That's crazy. So the thing with this is it's a besties thing. And so you can scan the Coke bottle to go into bestie mode, and it basically opens up your Spotify, and
Right.
you have to like find. It wants to build a.
Oh, it has a QR code on it.
Yeah,
And
it wants to build a
playlist.
playlist for you and your bestie.
Oh, that's
Oh.
fantastic. I like that.
It's so cute.
Do you
I
know?
love you could-
I know what
says-
2 fantastic entries for that playlist would be. They could load up the Media Virus podcast
right?
and Stepmoms Without Children. They would have entertainment for days.
Oh my god, besties!
I don't know if you can see this, but it says, originally said Besties Forever, but they crossed out.
Ever.
They like put tape over it and said
A
a
limited
limited time. That was fun, but here's this is the way you want to enjoy that cookie. When you take a bite of the cookie,
Yeah.
chew it up a little bit, and try to open up your palate. Try to make your mouth as wide as you can without opening your lips. And then while you chew, breathe through your nose and let it waft up into your these sensors up here. Like that's how you smoke a cigar.
Yeah.
You take it into your mouth, you open up your palate, and you let the air come up into your nose. So that's how I recommend eating that cookie. But it was a very, very good cookie. It's not going to be a staple for me, but it was entertaining while it lasted.
Okay.
That's my review on the Oreo, on the Coke Oreo.
We gotta go to bed.
Interesting, but not a must-have.
No. But Perry Farrell or Dave Navarro must have really pissed off Perry Farrell.
Yeah, and not to fast forward, but his like whatever he told whatever media outlet, or whatever he tweeted out, maybe was something like, "I hope he gets the help that he needs," type of vibe, and it's just like,
Well, everybody knows Perry Farrell is like manic depressive.
Right.
He's not even bipolar. He's manic depressive.
But I just feel like he could have taken some ownership, and he didn't at all.
I don't know if he's not the one that got punched. Words are words. We've had this discussion before because of family, but words are words. When you strike somebody, that's crossing a line.
But I mean, he can, if you know that this other person is a slob kebab, you can try to be like, "Hey man, let's not do this here." Like, I don't know, he could have diffused it, or he could have acknowledged that he didn't diffuse it well. Like, he could have said something.
Dude, in any of my bands, if you stop playing because you punched each other, fuck you. Keep playing. Not for nothing. Right? Finish the song, dude. Finish the set. Then we'll have a fist fight in the parking lot.
Be a pro.
Be a pro. And
Go
they're
to
pros.
Work.
What's that?
Go to work.
Right? I mean, yeah, your singer punched you. Okay.
Yeah. You're at your job.
Yeah. Sometimes you get punched. I mean, dude, the fact that it's Jane's Addiction. I mean, I understand Perry Farrell punching Dave Navarro. What I don't understand is the breaking up and not playing anymore. Like, just be men.
Yeah.
And do your jobs. You know what I mean? These jobs that you created for yourselves. This demand that you created for yourself. Like, you have the world by the balls. All you got to do is keep playing. Even if the guy you're playing with is an asshole, you're making money playing music, dude.
Right.
It's the dream.
Right. I mean, Dave Navarro can go anywhere he wants.
Yeah.
But so can Perry. I mean, Perry Farrell had, 5 side projects. I mean, Perry Farrell, I think, ranks up there with Mike Patton in the world of side projects. Although I did enjoy Porno for Pyros. I had that album.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a good album. But, yeah, I feel bad for both of them. I mean, I hope I hope Perry Farrell gets the help he needs. I hope Dave Navarro stops being a douche. I hope I hope Dave Grohl can eventually find a way to keep his dick in his pants.
Right?
You know what I mean? Like
that kind of upset me.
I think you might be asking a little too much there.
I've got a confession to make. Wait, I cheated on you.
It's just funny because, like, you know, it's It's very Hollywood that this happened.
Yeah.
So
mean-
it's like the people who are maybe older, they're like, oh my God. And it's like, okay, the fuck, and everybody's doing it.
Right? I mean, okay. I was a huge Nirvana fan. If there are any Nirvana fans out there that became Foo Fighter fans that are shocked by the fact that Dave Grohl has a love child, raise your hand.
Right. I do enjoy a Foo Fighters, or at least the 2010 Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters are a good band. I had a grudge, man. I had a fucked up perspective on the Foo Fighters because the first song they came out with was Everlong, or the first song I heard of the Foo Fighters was not Everlong. What's that one? Talk about it. The Mentos. Yeah, whatever song that was the first thing I heard, and I'm like, the fuck,
Real poppy.
right? Like I came off in utero. You know what I mean? And like Dave's not even playing drums. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, so I didn't pay much attention to Foo Fighters.
Right.
And they were just kind of always in the background. They're one of those bands that I'm really surprised had that, like Weezer.
Yeah.
If you'd have asked me in 1994 which of the bands, Stone Temple Pilots, Alice in Chains, Nirvana, the Screaming Trees, the Melvins, the Weezer,
Yeah.
what band is going to be around in the year 2024? I'd be like, fucking, well, the Melvins are still around.
Yeah.
But I'd be like, dude, Nirvana, man. Come on,
Right.
Pearl Jam. Fucking hey, dude. Alice in Chains is awesome, bro. And,
sadly, a 12-gauge shotgun really puts a wrench in that.
it does. But if you think about it, if you really, really think about it, what would Kurt be doing right now? Would he be playing like, would he have a residency in Las Vegas?
Probably.
You know what I mean? Would he be doing like tribute shows? Like what would, I mean, look at everybody right now. Look at anybody,
He'd be fat in Vegas with a jumpsuit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's, you know what I mean? That's what I think I think he peaked, he knew it, and I think he was assassinated too, but we could have gotten a couple more good albums.
We could have had the 2008 comeback tour.
Yeah, right?
Where he comes out all fat and sweaty.
I'm surprised that fucking Chris Novoselic and Dave Grohl haven't found somebody that sounds like Kurt, and just like Journey.
Yeah.
And Linkin Park just hired a chick.
Right.
And who's the other band? Oh, Alice in Chains.
Yeah.
The problem is the guy who sings for Journey sounds just like Steve Perry.
Yes.
Sounds just like,
Steve Perry, Portuguese.
Yeah, he was Portuguese. But, a perfect mimic.
Yeah, absolutely.
The guy who sings for Alice in Chains now does not meet the standard. Does not meet that Lane Staley fucking, that voice, dude.
And there's a lot of places where you're not going to get that.
No.
After Stevie Ray Vaughan died, Double Trouble kept playing. They had Kenny Wayne Shepherd for a little while, but you can't replace Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Yeah. So do we have a read for fucking that Dave Grohl thing?
We do. I think. Yeah, Dave Grohl's secret baby bombshell. In a twist that's more shocking than a Foo Fighters encore, Dave Grohl, the rock legend known for his nicest guy in rock persona, has dropped a bombshell. The former Nirvana drummer and Foo Fighters frontman recently revealed that he has fathered a child outside of his 21-year marriage to Jordan Blum. Grohl.
I heard, I don't know if they go into it, but I heard that this wasn't like Road Coos. This was like his daughter's friend.
Ew.
Ooh.
Yeah. But, all right, go ahead.
Grohl, 55, took to Instagram to share his news, stating he is committed to being a loving and supportive parent to his new daughter. This revelation has sent shockwaves through the rock community, with fans and friends rallying around both Grohl and Bloom during this tumultuous time. Jordan Bloom, Grohl's wife, was recently spotted without her wedding ring, fueling speculation about the state of their marriage. Sources close to the couple say Bloom was shocked by the news, but has known about the baby for a while. Despite the upheaval, Grohl is reportedly doing everything he can to regain his family's trust. Stay tuned as this rock and roll saga unfolds.
Not for nothing, but don't you think she'd be more pissed about like him making it ultra public?
Yeah, like nobody the fuck was talking about Dave fucking Grohl.
Like he's like I knew about the baby. She was shocked by the news, but knew about the baby, which means
I
that she
feel
was
like
shocked
they
by the
tried-
fact. Go ahead.
You know,
I feel like they tried to put, somebody said, let's do a positive spin on it, or they're saying Dave himself, is, brought it up to get in front of all of the negative
Yeah,
publicity. He's owning it, and all that. And
well, I think
it's
I think this is all orchestrated.
100%. Who the fuck was talking about it?
Here's the thing: is sources that I've heard state that he visited a divorce lawyer
Yes.
before this post. So this was probably contrived by the divorce lawyers. Like, you got to get in front of this. You got to make it public. You want everybody to know about it, but you want a contrition, my friend. You need to pay contrition.
yeah, because
And-
he's worried that everybody's going to lose that wholesome image of him.
Right. So he wants the public perception to be on his side, and he wants it to be known that he still wants to be married and still wants to be a family man. He messed up. So that the public is on his side when divorce proceedings start.
Yep.
Because that, as much as that helps, as much as when you're angry and you break up, the shit posting hurts. Like, there's a lot of couples break up and then they start fighting publicly, right? That can all be used against you,
Amber Heard.
right? And
Oh my god, yeah.
there are people that I know
Johnny Depp.
who are dumb enough to write threats down,
Yeah.
send threats in text form.
Oh my god, yeah.
Are you stupid? Are you? You don't do that
Wait,
because
I've-
that's
I've-
proof.
I've sent you threats. Oops.
Yeah, you've sent me empty threats. I understand.
Your
What
breakup,
do
though.
you mean empty? I have
Anyway.
taken pictures of your car several times.
I just wonder
I've
that
driven
if
by your
Wendy,
house.
if Wendy Williams was around, would this have made it?
To Wendy Williams?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
absolutely.
Wendy Williams, which one was she?
What?
What?
I know. No, I'm trying to picture her. Like, I know.
Dude, you are talking about my sexual fantasy from 1999.
Was she the tall black woman?
She was a
Yeah.
tall. She had huge tits.
Those are fake.
They were still huge.
Looks a little bit
Oh,
like she used to be
so
a man.
so classy, man.
Little bit. She did look a little masculine. Still fucking hot. Oh, god damn it.
All right.
Big
All right.
eyes. Big eyes.
Oh, you have a type.
I got things. I got kinks, baby. I need to get them all worked out.
Oh my.
Speaking of kings, Diddy's in a dilemma.
Ah!
This
Nice.
would have made it to Wendy Williams.
Oh,
Where's Wendy to give me the fucking tea?
Oh, you don't need Wendy. We got Mike Latoris.
Oh, okay.
Hip hop mogul is indicted on sex trafficking and racketeering charges. Sean Diddy Combs has been indicted on serious charges, including sex trafficking and racketeering. The indictment alleges that he ran a criminal enterprise involving abuse of women, with some incidents dating back to 2008. The charges include orchestrating elaborate and abusive freak-offs and using his music empire as a front for these activities. This story is sure to spark a lot of discussions and could be a gripping segment for our show.
Oh,
How about a vintage style image of a courtroom
Fuck
scene?
you, man. Listen, you hit your first editing mistake deep into the B block. Deep into the B block. That means A block was on point. All right. I fucked up. I should have paid more attention.
Shoulda.
You know, it's all. You notice how it's all organized? It's all the same size text. It's all what's bold needs to be bold. What's red needs to be red. All the links are in the show sheet. All that shit's been done. I forgot to take that little. I appreciate you fucking reading it to shove. Thank you for shoving my nose in it. You want to send me to the corner next? Is there more? I guess that's it.
That was
Trying to
it.
keep you humble, Maddie.
Dude, let me tell you something. I was disappointed with the amount of puns in this story. There were no puns. Because now I've started to ask for pun-filled news reads. I don't say give me a news read, incorporate puns. I say I want a pun-filled news read.
A pun-filled news read.
Yes, and then you type in, and then the next prompt is more puns. And it didn't produce. I'm
Funnier. Funnier.
Yeah, funnier. It's a story about sex trafficking. Funnier. Did you hear about, dude? There was an ATM. It was in a scene straight out of a Hollywood script. Customers at a U.S. bank were left ATM-mazed when fake $100 bills spewed from an ATM. The counterfeit notes marked for motion picture purposes
Oh my god, I've seen one of those.
turned a routine withdrawal into a blockbuster blunder. Blockbuster blunder. The bank is now a spotlight. The bank is now in the spotlight, investigating how these movie prop bills ended up in the machine.
Ooh.
Authorities are urging anyone who received the counterfeit cash to report it immediately. It seems this ATM decided to star in its own drama, but let's hope the sequel has a happier ending. Stay tuned for more on this real-life incident. And the headline is ATM miss customers withdraw fake ATM miss.
Yeah.
Custom ATM miss.
Mhm.
Withdraw fake $100 bills.
That's crazy. I've seen one of those one time at work when my boss was on vacation. It was like my first month working by myself.
Somebody trying to
And-
hit you with one.
No, he was like, "Oh, so and so has to go get the car inspected. So when he goes to Ford, make sure you give him the cash." And so I said, "Okay, here you go, coworker. You have to get the car inspected. Here's the money." Like a petty cash, little drawer.
Uh-huh.
And I remember I couldn't find it in the zipper where he had all the payroll.
Right.
And so I was going through the files, and I found this fake $100 bill.
Wow.
It was from Disney or something, but it said for motion picture. My boss does Disney stuff, and so I was so fucking embarrassed, and I was like, "Hey, sorry." So when my boss came back, it was a week or two later. He had to go to Ford and be like, "Oh, hey, sorry about that."
Dude, did you ever find one of those? It looks like $100 bill folded up on the ground, and then you go to pick it up and you open it. It's a fucking Bible verse.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck that shit. I got a good story
If
for you.
I ever find the people doing that, I might actually crucify them. I might nail them to a fucking tree.
I got a good story for you guys if you want to hear it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do a couple of premature eye rolls for me there, Maddie. Oh, he muted himself.
I muted myself because Erica is exiting.
Ah.
And I just wanted to see that that's what she was doing. And
My NyQuil is
Sure, you weren't saying something about me.
no, I mean we were, but it wasn't for you to
It's
hear.
okay.
Feel better, Ricky.
Thanks.
Love you. Thank you.
Oh.
She hates
got
it.
All right.
She hates it here.
Funny money, Pete.
So let me tell you a good story about some counterfeit money or fake money. So I used to be the maintenance man at an establishment.
Porn shop,
No, bar.
gay bar.
No, not just a gay bar. It's an all-inclusive bar. So there.
They did let you in. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm the maintenance guy. They have a little a dance bar platform with a pole on it for ladies of the evening to dance on.
I don't think it's
Go-go
fair.
dancers.
There's a distinct difference between a woman that performs a performance to where she is also displaying the female body and a sex worker. So
Yes.
it wouldn't be a woman.
These are go-go dancers.
Right. So this wasn't a whorehouse.
No.
Right. So they're not women of the night.
You're right. You're absolutely right. I wrong phrase to use.
They're erotic dancers.
They are go-go dancers. And said platform with pole on it was in a little bit of disrepair. So they said, "Hey, Pete, would you redo the top of that? Would you make that thing, peel the old whatever they had on top of it, rubber coating or whatever off of there and reskin it?" I said, "Sure." So I started taking it apart, and it's up against the wall. The back of it is up against the wall, and the pole is one of those movable ones, so they could actually like move this thing all the way around the room,
Sure.
around the perimeter of or they could even put it out in the middle of the room. Anywho, so I undo the pole and I take the pole out of the way and I pull the platform out, and I'm like, "Oh, what was that?" I saw something fall, to the baseboard, and I was like, "Oh, it's a little dark in there. It's not like super well lit in there, even with all maybe I just didn't turn the lights on that day." Anyways, so I reach over and I'm like, my eyes get wide. What did I pick up? What I thought were $200 bills.
Oh man.
And I was like, and at first I was like, "Oh shit," like, "Oh God, $200." I'm like, "Gee, I wonder if this is like a tip that somebody threw at one of the dancers, and like it slid down there and they didn't find it, and like, and I'm thinking, I'm like, oh geez, like I'm like, what do I do? Like nobody would know." And then I upon closer inspection, these are counterfeit, or these are not real, is printed on there, whatever they are. It says, I don't think it said for motion picture purposes, but it was definitely, a statement that these are not real. And then I was like, oh darn. Hopes dashed. I was like, damn, I'm $200 richer. See, I knew at some point you were going to play this game. I was wondering how long.
I would have had it loaded at the point there, but I had to bring it in, and it starts playing when you bring it in.
Uh-huh.
Right.
So I wanted to let you finish your story. I was letting you finish.
Thanks.
'cause people don't understand how long your stories are
No, they don't.
until they've heard them. So now they know why you have your own theme song.
Right?
Yeah. No, but that sucks. That you thought you could pocket. What was it again?
I thought it was $200. I thought it was
Bill,
two $200 bills. Like I said, it all happened like within the space of like 3 minutes. Like ooh, here's some money, and I'm thinking, oh geez, do I turn it in? Like nobody would know. I could just pocket
What
this.
was it?
Away.
Was it fake money? Was it?
It was fake money. Yeah, it was. How
do you know it was fake?
Because it said on it that it was fake. It says that this is prop. This is not real currency.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, no, like I said, this all happened in the space of like 3 minutes because I was like, and I'm thinking, oh, I got to turn it in. I got to give it to
That's
the.
an emotional roller coaster.
I got to give it to the dancers. Because it's their money, really. And then I started.
Finders keepers.
I mean, I was kind of like, well, Like, because there might have been a big argument over which
Not for
dancer.
nothing, dude. You still,
They'd all gotten into like a fist fight in their underwear, and
dude.
you know,
You could have
Could've been
gotten
great.
you could have gotten a blowjob for that.
maybe
You could have gone to one of them like, yo, I
again,
just found,
like you said, it was a roller coaster of emotions.
listen.
and
Yeah, once you
thoughts.
found out it was fake, you should be like, listen, I just found $200. Now I know you guys work hard for this, but I work hard too, you know. And you know, if you scratch my back, you know, if I scratch your back, you can.
I did turn it into the owner. You
That's
know,
the
like,
worst thing you can do. You're not getting a blowjob from the owner. He's too smart.
He says, I'm not falling for that again.
I mean, the co-owner who is a female. No, I'm not even.
Well,
I did do that. Oh, by the way, you know, I found it, and like, she looked at it like for like 2 seconds and was like, oh, like it took her like 2 seconds.
You know, if any of our listeners have had a fake money experience, I think we want to hear about it. You know what I mean? Because there is nothing more dude. The joy of finding $100 on the ground,
Right.
and then picking it up. And see, this is why I'm so skeptical now.
They do it in Beach
Oh.
Town a lot.
A lot.
They'll drop them on the boardwalk.
I did
Yeah.
find $60 last week.
Nice.
Yeah,
Bonus.
yeah. Pretty
Dude, I'll
cool.
never forget. So Matt's mom, that family's a nightmare. That family is a fucking nightmare. Okay. She had an uncle by marriage, was married to her aunt. Actually, no, wasn't married, but like live-in boyfriend, like common law, 10-year type of thing. And she would complain to me that this guy was obsessed with her. But she used to think everybody was obsessed with her.
Right.
Now, I was in love with her, so I kind of bought it.
Right.
I'm obsessed with you, then other people would be too. That makes sense. But I didn't buy the all the time. And then this dude was an uncle, like I said.
Sure.
But when she got pregnant, there was a huge fight on her front lawn between the aunt, the uncle, me, and Lisa. And most of it was the aunt explaining to the uncle that Lisa was dating somebody else
Oh.
and wasn't like, not you're with me. And this woman was a fucking troll. There was nothing attractive about this woman. I realized, see what it was is she, like, her family doesn't age well.
Okay.
If you look at her now, dude, hideous, right? So her family doesn't age
what
well.
what
Like, they're
drove you to
cute
date
when
this
they're
woman?
young. What's that?
I said, what drove you to date this woman?
They're cute when they're young. And I
Okay.
was, you know, I met her when I was 15. So, and if she was my high school infatuation. I dated her 3 times. I was a big fat kid and she was tall and sexy. She wasn't necessarily pretty, but she was sexy. And she wasn't like haggard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She was young. However, I'm getting off the point. So anyway, there was that fight happened. So then the baby comes, Matt comes, and you know, everybody's visiting, the uncle's visiting, and she sends me to the cafeteria to get her something. Baby's there, you know, everything's fine, everything's done. And I want to get her something, and I'm gonna get my son. And I had maybe $15 in my pocket. Right? I'm walking behind this dude. He pulls out his wallet. As he pulls out his wallet, what appeared to be a stack of 20s just falls to the ground. He just kept walking. I picked it up, put it in my fucking pocket. Fuck you. That's the weirdest goddamn thing I've ever had to go through in my life is fucking arguing with that dude about his niece not wanting to fuck him. You understand? That type of dude. And apparently, not for nothing. This was when she was 19. He'd been infatuated with her for a while. He wasn't worried about age. You know, age is just a number. You know what I mean? It was fucking creepy. But I did get $60 out of him.
Yeah.
2 20s and a couple 5s and 1s. Right in my pocket. He bought me cream of broccoli soup.
What a guy.
Yeah.
What a guy.
Dude, if you are ever at the hospital in Willingboro, New Jersey, do yourself a favor. Go to that cafeteria, get yourself some cream of broccoli soup. That's fucking good. That's fucking good. If you like cream of broccoli soup, that's good cream of broccoli, boy. I remember that cream of broccoli soup. I spent a lot of time eating like hospital style cafeteria food. Because I was a busboy for the Masonic retirement home.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you spent a lot of time in the emergency room.
I've done that too. I've done that, dude. Every time if I'm in the emergency room, somebody is getting me a dry turkey sandwich. I will go to the emergency room just for a dry turkey. For some reason, those are the most delicious dry turkey sandwiches.
No.
I love them.
No.
They give you a little packet of mayonnaise. Great.
Now you're bringing me back to when I was in Christiana for my back surgery and the disgusting sandwiches they would bring me, like the ham sandwich. I tried
because in the emergency room they have little sandwiches wrapped up on a plate for people that are hungry, but there's nothing. It's white bread. There's no cheese. It's just turkey.
Yeah.
The driest. It's like you bite it. It's like powder in your mouth. Yeah. It's delicious. But yeah, I used to work, and the cool thing was I was a busboy, right? But no matter what, if you worked at the Masonic home, there was a cafeteria for you,
right?
And there was free food. Whatever they were making for the old people, they made for you.
Yep.
So if the old people had Reubens for lunch, you had Reubens for lunch.
Nice.
And it didn't pay well, but you got 2 fucking meals.
Yeah.
For each shift. 3 if you worked the full day. I worked part-time. If you worked the full day, you got 3 fucking meals. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
It's not a bad deal.
Not a bad deal at all.
Eating's
problem was working. I got to tell you, working in the kitchen, I saw how everything was made. So didn't bother me as much.
And yet you still ate it.
Yeah, it didn't bother me as much as looking back on it does. You know what I mean? But I think we've come to the end of B Block, my friend.
Yeah.
We're at about 48. We're going to hit 49 by the time you do all that reading shit.
Yeah, because when we get to the end of the B Block, I like to tease the C Block. And in the C Block, we're going to discuss a snake's attempt to become a ball python and attempt to recreate a classic episode of Mike Hawk P.I. on Cold Read Theater on the 202nd episode of the Media Virus Podcast.
Don't need to try it again. Never going to like that taste in my mouth. Perfect drop.